friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jessi, also known as Miss Cherry, and if you're a returning subscriber, what's up friends? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a really fun day because we are going to be doing a full makeup review of the brand new Disney by Ulta Beauty collection for the most magical celebration on earth, also known as Disney World's 50th anniversary. And yes, I have the entire collection here at my feet. We're going to be going over every single item in the collection, minus the nail polishes. I decided to forgo those. I will link the entire collection down below, but I want to go through each of the individual pieces. Plus, we're also going to be swatching all of the palettes today as well. And then we're going to be doing a little makeup look together at the end of the video. So we've got a lot to do. I think we should get started. So let's start with merchandise, then we'll move into makeup. I thought this was an interesting choice. This is their candle, and so it has each of the 4 parks. It's got Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and also Animal Kingdom. And it says Churro Bites Scented Soy Candle, Disney by Ulta Beauty Collection. Now, without even the cap being off, I can smell churros. Like, it's very, very strong. It is, oh, it smells really good actually. It is a 3-wick candle. And oh my gosh, look at this lid. Ulta Beauty, ooh. Oh, we love a holographic moment. So the notes inside of this candle are coconut, tonka bean, vanilla, and caramel. Really does smell nice. It'd be perfect for the morning. I don't know, I think that's, you know those candles that kind of make you hungry? I'm not sure if I'd want this burning in my house all the time, but it is a nice, it is a really nice scent. So there is the candle. We're gonna be moving on to the makeup bag. Now, I almost took a pass on this until I saw the interior lining, but I wanna show you a couple of really cool features. It's got like this bottom of the bag that can unzip. You can place all of your brushes in there, which I think is a really cool touch. And then let me show you the zipper pull. It's kind of hard to see. There we go. But the zipper pull has each of the different charms that represent each of the different parks at Walt Disney World. So you got Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Magic Kingdom, which is really neat. It does have that really pretty holographic shimmer color to it. Iridescent, as they like to say. You've got little emblems and also characters from each of the 4 parks. You've got the Jolly Roger, Sorcerer Mickey, you've got the ostrich from Fantasia, you've got Maleficent Dragon, there is a, oh gosh, okapi? Is that what that's called? Antelope? I don't know. From Animal Kingdom. You've got the Eiffel Tower, Tink is in there. Let's see. Oh yeah, Lumiere is also on this side. I don't know if you can see him there. Really neat touch. I love that they did that with the inside of the bag. I'm a big fan of the design of this bag. They did a really good job, and I am actually going to be using this on my upcoming trip in just a few days. So next, oh my gosh, this is so fun too. So they had a headband, and so here is their headband. Let me take it out of the packaging so you don't get so much glare. But here is the headband, and I did try it on earlier. It's very cute. So you have the 2 holographic ears and then the terry cloth headband. A little bit tight on my noggin, so if you have big hair, be careful with this one because it's not very big. I will say, if you're looking for a really good Mickey makeup headband or Minnie Mouse makeup headband or Daisy Duck or what have you, Primark is the place to get them. Primark has amazing, amazing headbands that, oh my gosh, they are chef's kiss, and they are $3 a piece. And shout out Primark because they are stunning, and they have really large ears, really big bows, super cute. But this is cute for the collection. I do like that it matches, but it's just a little bit tight, not as comfortable as the other ones that have been made. And then next I did get the brush set. I'm actually really due for a new brush set, so this is going to be my new main brush set that I will be using on my day today. I'm going to take it out of the packaging so you can see it up close. So this set includes a powder brush, angled contour and blush brush, a flat top complexion buffing brush, a classic eyeshadow brush, tapered crease eyeshadow brush, and a short precision eyeshadow brush. Now here is what they look like. They have the little pixie dust on that main metal part that holds the bristles in place, and then the glitter that is inside of this brush is so stunning. I love the shape of this. It is very crystally, very beautiful, very pointy, and I am definitely going to be using these day to day. Moving on, they did have a sponge set. Something that I will mention about the sponge set is the sponges are so small. I was so surprised at how small they are. So you have one for each park, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and then Animal Kingdom there in the corner. And it says they are just classic makeup sponges. They seem very small to me, like when I was like looking at them. Well, maybe not. They seem really compact compared to the ones that I typically use. So here it is outside of the packaging. I love the marbling effect. I think it's really pretty and really fun. And so we're gonna start with the face palette. So I am going to show you this one first. So this is a 4-face palette. It's so pretty. Again, all the 4 parks, everything's holographic and metallic, which I think is very fun. And when you open it, it does have a mirror. Now, I will say the palettes to this collection have a mirror that is literally 3 inches by 1 inch tall. It is so non-functional, so at least there's functionality in this mirror, which I appreciate. Then you have 2 different highlighters. You've got Tinkerbell and Mission Space. No, thank you. Mission Space is like the worst thing to name something after. And then you have Kilimanjaro Safaris as well as Fantasmic for blush. So I am not going to swatch these. We're actually going to be using 2 of these. We're actually going to be using Kilimanjaro and Tinkerbell today in the look that we are doing a little bit later on in the video. And now it's time for us to move on to each of the parks. So we're going to start first with Animal Kingdom. So these are such a beautiful package, I think. So everything again is metallic on the front. It says Animal Kingdom on the side, so you could actually display these. And as a Disney collector, I love that this is also a display piece. And then as you open it up, it has World's Most Magical Celebration as a like emblem on here with that holographic. And then on this side, you've got your palette as well as your lip gloss. So let me show you the palette up close. And so here is the palette with the Tree of Life, which we love. And then we are going to open it up. And then here is your different colors that are in this palette, as well as there is that tiny, tiny mirror that's inside of the palette. So it does have 12 different shades, and we're going to swatch those now.
Starting with the shade closest to my tattoo, we have Wilderness Explorer, then Zebra Domes, Tree of Life, Expedition Everest, Harambe Market, Nature, Night Blossom, Yeti, Jungle Trek, Pandora, Pongu Pongu, and Firefly Magic.
Here is the lip gloss. It's called Valley of Moara, which I think is a really fun name for it. It is a clear glitter gloss, and let's do a little swatch of that now. So with the Tree of Life, everything looks very natural. They have some really good shimmery tones. They have this one called Night Blossom after one of my most favorite drinks in Animal Kingdom. That is a really gorgeous gold shimmer, which I appreciate so much. I will say the only thing I feel is missing is a really fun pop of color. They could have done something with Avatar, or they could have done something maybe even like a Simba bright yellow. I just think that occasionally for palettes, I like to see something that you can really play and have fun with. Now, this is a very universally palatable palette. I think it will look good on all different sorts of skin tones. It's got really, really, really good neutrals and great copper tones, and also some nice greens, which I feel look good on most all people. So they did a good job making it universally palatable. Get it? Palatable. But I do feel like that we could have had a little more risk involved. Next, we will take a look at Hollywood Studios. Now, yes, I do have wet hands, so I kind of got a little bit on the palette itself, but that's okay. So here it is, Sorcerer Mickey, and then we've got a really cute Lumiere at the top. And inside, let's take a peek. So here is the palette. This is the Batu lip gloss, which is such a pretty color. I love the coloration of this. Let's take a peek at it. This is got a little bit of a peach tinge to it. Now, I have to say I'm not the biggest fan of glosses. I would much rather see a lip color. That's just my personal opinion. We're gonna slap this on to see how it looks on, just because I'm curious. And here, yeah, very, very, very light. But you can tell it does have a little bit of color in it. And then here is the palette itself. And then there is the little mirror. This one has a little bit of a more functional mirror. And let's swatch this one.
We have Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, Adventure, Glimmer, Muppet Vision, Galaxy's Edge, Echo Lake, Hollywood Tower Hotel, Sunset Boulevard, Slinky Dog Dash, Tachos, and Walt Disney Presents.
Now I have to say for Hollywood Studios, I'm actually pretty pleased with the colors that they came out with. I have to say, like, I think that this would be a beautiful, like, nighttime look. There's lots of like nice, smoky, rich tones. Also some nice, deep, glittery tones that I think would look so good for a night look. Maybe an old Hollywood glamour look, you know, something along those lines. But I do very much like the Hollywood Studios palette. And to be fair, I also kind of like the lip gloss. It's growing on me. I think it's a nice little neutral gloss. Ooh, next, we're gonna be moving on to one of my faves. Again, another one that I really, really liked. This is the Epcot palette, which we love. It's got Soarin' representation. We also have Mission Space. I don't know why Mission Space is included. Does anyone really like that ride? I would love to know. On the inside, Most Magical Celebration, along with the Spaceship Earth palette, and also the Figment lip gloss. My boy Figment got a lip gloss, y'all. I'm so happy for him. And I do love that there's some Figment love in this palette. So let's take a peek at the inside so you guys can see. So here we have the palette for Epcot. There are all the colors. Very fun, very spacey, lots of blues, purples, and also golds, which I think are really fun. And then a very unusable tiny mirror, which we don't love.
Here is the Figment lip gloss. I love the purple color. Here it is swatched. I didn't love it, so I put it on and it made me feel completely differently about it. I think it's really nice, really neutral, similar to the color of my lips. 2 thumbs up. Love it. Shout out Figment. I love you, Figment. You're my best friend. Okay. We've got a World Discovery. Harmonious. This shade is stunning. World Nature. Test Track. So pretty. Living with the Land. World Showcase. Remy. Spaceship Earth. World Celebration. Club Cool. Soarin', and Stardust.
I have to say, I think this is the palette from the collection that has the most versatility. I feel like you could easily do a day to night look very, very simply with this palette and also play with a little bit of color outside of neutrals. So I love that they included like a really beautiful, like, purple shimmer shade in Harmonious. I also really liked that they included Spaceship Earth, which is like this really pretty blue shimmer. And then of course Test Track, which is like this really deep gold bronzy like glitter color. So I love that we've got those really deep jewel tones to really play with and really to like elevate a look. So I really love this palette. It's definitely my favorite out of the 4. And last but certainly not least, let's check out Magic Kingdom. She's in rose gold, very, very beautiful. That's the side of her. Her lip gloss is called A Kiss Goodnight. It's this really pretty toasted pink shimmer tone. And then also her palette is of course Cinderella Castle. So let's take a look. So here is a look inside of the palette. I love the gold interior. I think this is one of the prettiest looking palettes. I just love the aesthetics of a castle, so I'm kind of partial to it. And then here are the colors of the eyeshadows. So let's go ahead and swatch this.
Starting with Dumbo, Splash Mountain, Liberty Bell, LeFou's Brew, Madame Leota, Mad Tea Party, Cinderella Castle, Enchantment, Fantasy, Main Street, and then these are hard to see, Pixie Dust and Gray Stuff. They just blended into my pale skin so well. Here is the gloss. It's called A Kiss Goodnight. It is very pretty, very neutral. It's going to look good on any sort of pink or mauve tone.
So that was a look at Magic Kingdom's collection. I have to say, I feel like this is the best daytime look. It has a lot of light colors. It has a lot of like really nice light shimmers and light neutrals that I think would be perfect for daytime. Which of these palettes is your favorite? You'll have to let me know. I'm gonna get my skin prepped and we are gonna start making a look from the Magic Kingdom palette today because it really is Disney World's 50th and it all started with Magic Kingdom. So that is what we're gonna do and I will see you in just a second. Okay, and we are back. A little bit of foundation, a little bit of eyebrows, a little bit of bronzer. I used my Morphe foundation. I'm not a big fan of heavy foundation. This is like probably the lightest foundation that I have outside of like tinted tinted moisturizer, which I love. And then I used my e.l.f. Blemish Control face primer, and I have like a little MAC eyebrow palette that I used, as well as some clear eyebrow gel. And then I love my Juvia's Place bronzer palette. It's got them for all sorts of different skin tones, so you just choose your skin tone, and it's got some really beautiful bronzer. I also go really light on the bronzer just because I'm not like the biggest fan of how it looks on me because my cheekbones already are literally on the top of my head. So I don't usually you know, contour that much. I would love to know what you guys are thinking about these palettes. I have heard so many things. So many people are very, very disappointed in the the different colors of the palettes. I read a review today that said, I wish that they would have actually done something with this collection. And I was like, oh no. I actually don't really think it's bad. I don't feel that way at all. In fact, I do like it for the most part. I just wish that they would have taken more risks. I definitely think that we could have been a bit riskier and it still would have been very successful as a collection. First things first, I'm gonna take Mad Tea Party and I'm just gonna go over my entire lid on both sides. Now, Mad Tea Party is a shade that's like almost my exact skin tone. It's just a little bit pinker. I might go over it with a little bit of a darker shade here in just a moment. I'm just kind of seeing how this looks on my skin. It does look very, very light, but it's good for a little base for us to get started. And then next I'm gonna go into the crease and I'm going to put LeFou's Brew, another one of my faves from Magic Kingdom. Have you guys had a LeFou's Brew? They recently changed their formula and it made me so sad. It made me so very sad. So very sad. It used to be so good. And yeah, they did something to where they changed the formula to make it, I don't know, like maybe more sweeter or something along those lines, but it is a little bit disappointing for fans of the OG. Oh goodness, we like to say they're sisters, not twins, my friends. They're sisters and not twins. They are on your face together, but that doesn't mean that they are identical. Okay. Also, both of my sides of my face are different, so you know, it is what it is. I also feel so much that like there's a lot of Disney people that go to Disney really embrace like really bright, fun colors, and I do think that that was definitely missed in this palette. Like I definitely feel like they could have gone in and really just like gone ham in the coloration, and like I do think it would have been pretty well received from the Disney community. And then, okay, so next on top of my lid, I'm going to place Cinderella's Castle, and I'm going to try to pack it on there with this like, with the smaller eyeshadow brush that comes with the palette. I might have to use my finger. I'm not 100% sure how, oh my gosh, that is so pretty. That's going on so nicely. Ooh, pretty. Let's try it with the finger and see how we feel. Oh, and by the way, I did use the I did use these sponges, and at first my impression was that they were really small, and they are smaller in size than like your typical beauty blender. However, they are quite the precise little sponge. Like they are so very pointed that they like really got into my inner corners. They're definitely decent beauty blenders. I will say, like, I'm not a big fan of getting beauty blenders wet, so like I'm not sure like what to tell the fans of the wet beauty blender, like how you feel about, are you a wet beauty blender type of person? Let me know in the comments because I missed that somehow. I missed that train. Oh, we love her. She's a little shimmery. She's a little beauts. Cinderella's Castle. This shimmer is so lovely. And actually, I really kind of want this to be like a halo look. So I think I'm going to go back in actually with LeFou's Brew, like in the corner, just because I want to make sure that it looks a little halo-like. I'm going to go in and like just make sure that inner corner. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. That's a little bit better. I just needed a little bit more pigment in the center of that eye. Oh, that's so much better. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then I'll go right back in. Oh, that's so much better. Right back in with Cinderella's Castle with my finger and just kind of like stamp just so it blends just a little bit. Oh yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I'm loving how that is looking. I'm going to take this nice shimmery shade called the Gray Stuff, and it's going to go right underneath my brow bone. I'm just going to put a little pop underneath my brow bone just to accent it a little bit. Excuse my middle finger. That's not meant for you guys. It was... There we go, much better. And then underneath the eye, I actually think it will be really fun to play with Dumbo and also Madame Leota, which are the two blue shades that are in this particular collection. Go in with a small angle brush. So this is like just a like a Morphe angled brush, and I'm gonna get a lot of Madame Leota on there, and I'm just gonna run her underneath my lash line on the bottom, because I want to create like a little bit of like a wing underneath. So let me, there we go. Pretty. And then we'll go in on the other side and do the same thing. Remember, they're sisters, not twins. Be kind to yourself. Okay, so this Madame Leota shade is really pretty in the pan, but it is not very pigmented. So I'm having to dip my brush over and over again. And also there is a little, oh no, a little bit of fallout on my face, which I'm gonna have to clean that up a little bit later, but that is okay. Go in with Dumbo on this like smaller brush, and I am just gonna put Dumbo, like kind of blend Dumbo out underneath Madame Leota, just to bring like a more smoke to the bottom section of the eye. Ooh, that's fun. That's very fun. Be a really good like upper eye look. These two blues are very pretty together and look very nice together. Let me do just a quick cleanup with my foundation brush. Let me put on some winged eyeliner, my favorite, and then also some lashes, and I'll be right back. We're back. I am really loving how this is looking with the lashes and also with the eyeliner. I tried to make the eyeliner the same type of angle as we made that Madame Leota shade on the bottom, and I think it turned out really nicely. This is 100% something I'll wear to the park. I think it wears really nicely. I just wish the shades were just slightly more pigmented because I felt like I had to go over it again and again and again. Now we're gonna go on to the face palette. We need to finish the face and also do the lips. And so I'm gonna go in with this Kilimanjaro Safari's blush. And we're just gonna put the blush right in this area. Again, my cheekbones are so high, so I have to be really careful with blush. I also have these like really big apples on the front of my cheeks, and so I don't want to be like too little girl-like, so I have to be very cautious with how I apply blush. And so up on this side as well. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a really nice peach color. Oh my gosh. See, this is the thing about palettes like this and face palettes and such, is that I love a palette I can wear to work. And I do feel like actually probably this entire collection I could wear to work and it wouldn't be like too much. And as someone who like doesn't get to go to the parks as often as often as I would like, I mean, I'm an out-of-state pass holder, so I do get to go quite often. when I get to wear things or do things that are like hidden Disney, it like makes my heart sing. So for me, like it's really silly. I do this thing like where I wear like my Alex and Ani bracelets, and I'm usually the only one that really sees them like underneath a sweater, but it still makes me feel super happy. Is there anything that you do like that that's like hidden Disney that you do like every day that could, you know, only be visible to you, that makes you happy? Yeah. Oh, I love this blush. I think this blush is super, super fun. Okay, I'm gonna put too much. I'm not like a chronic too much blusher, so I gotta be careful with that. And then I'm gonna put the little highlight. We're going in with obviously Tinkerbell. We couldn't be doing a Magic Kingdom. I mean, also who would ever want to put Mission Space? Mission Space's highlighter is literally from you sweating, trying not to vomit on the ride, right? Okay, so we have a little pixie dust we're putting on. Okay, that's really light. Okay, there we go. I can, okay, it's not as, I mean, I like an intense highlight. It's definitely more subtle for sure, but it's like a pretty tone. Don't get me wrong, it's a very pretty tone. But it is definitely, I mean, come on, it's Disney, y'all. It is Disney. I know, we're gonna do the lips. I'm gonna actually line the lips because again, we are using the gloss. Again, a missed opportunity, us Disney. I feel like us Disney people, we like a bold lip. We like a bold lip. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going in with my NYX. This is my waterproof lip liner and it is in color Alluring. It's very, it's like my go-to color. It's like pinky mauve. Like it goes with everything really well. And so that's why I like to use it. I actually don't use lip liner that often unless I'm going to a special occasion, because I do feel like it elevates your makeup just a little bit by having it. And then I think we're gonna go in with this, a Violet Smoke. It's gonna be a little bit lighter than my lip liner. Really pretty shade though. Ooh, girl. Going on a date with Mickey. No, I'm not going on a date with Goofy. That's who I'm going on a date with. And then obviously we're gonna go in with the Kiss Goodnight. Of course it's called the Kiss Goodnight. Yes, okay. Good job on the naming of that one. Why do we have Mission? I'm not gonna get over that, why we have Mission Space stuff on this collection. Ooh, girl. Here is the finished look, guys. I love it. I think that it is a really, really lovely, like neutral, basic look, which honestly, you can't really go wrong with like a basic, pretty style of makeup. I really think that this is an everyday wear sort of look, which I appreciate. I will say, as a Disney fan who loves all the things that they're doing for the 50th, I would have really liked to see more color, more fun pigments, and more glitter. Disney fans, a lot of us just love a lot of extra things. Give us glitter, give us a bold lip, give us those sorts of things, and I feel like we missed the mark just a smidge. But will I be wearing this a lot? Yes, it's a very, very wearable collection. And so I do appreciate that factor of it. You'll have to let me know what you think about this collection as a whole. What would you have liked to seen from this collection? And also I was kind of thinking about maybe doing a video where we do 4 different looks, one from each park. And if you're interested in seeing that video, I would love to create it for you. So let me know down below. Also let me know down below if you'd like me to do more makeup reviews, as this was the first one for the channel and I had a really good time and I hope that you did too. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe down below. I'm going to Disneyland this week and I can't wait to take you guys along with me. So be sure to be following over here and also on Instagram and TikTok. And I will see you guys in the next video. TTFN, bye.
Hey, I've got you on my mind.